What's up, you guys? So this video here is gonna be a crazy video. It is gonna be on two kids. Now I'm talking two kids. I'm not talking about your basic 13 14-year-old kids. These kids are 7 and 9 years old. You see these two kids that you're looking at right there in the corner of the screen? One of them has like a Minecraft uniform on. The other one has like I think it's like a Star Wars uniform on, aka pajamas for both. And they're hiding behind this little water heater here. And evidently, they've been doing a lot more than homework. All right, so they have been pretty much searching around the house. I guess they've been looking through boxes and shelves and drawers and things like that, and they ended up finding a gun. Okay, however they found it, maybe they seen their parents with it ahead of time, so they actually maybe knew where it was. But these kids decided to take this gun and they decided to do some things with this weapon that weren't too bad, but it was bad to the fact that they even had the gun. That's the thing about it. That's what makes it so crazy, is that they're 7 and 9 years old and they're able to get their hands on a loaded pistol. Yes, the pistol is loaded. That's even worse. And they're outside playing some old Call of Duty slash GTA type style shooting out here, but they're not shooting nothing. There was no gunshots fired from the actual gun, but there was one bullet fired, and it was from the police. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened. Now I'm going to tell you guys ahead of time, this video has no audio. Okay, so we just can stretch it out just a little bit here. You see they're just kind of chilling here, They're looking over. He keeps peeping over. What I imagined when I was watching this video, I was imagining maybe this guy here, this little guy here might be the younger one. Just speaking from size and, from facial features of the guy in the green right here, of the little kid in the green. And you see the younger kid, he keeps peeping over his shoulder. He keeps looking over to the top. Through the top of that, this little green is probably, I don't know if it's one of those little, so I don't know where we used to live when we stayed out west. There's these green water heaters. We used to be up at G Parkway. There was green water heaters everybody used to sit on, and I don't know what is up there. I don't know. It could be an air conditioner or something. But anyways, they're hiding behind it, and you don't see a gun right now because one of the kids has it actually behind his back. I think the kid in the green, which I think he's the older kid. Yeah, you see he just had it in his hand and the smaller kid just took it from him. Look how he's standing. This stance that he's standing in, it makes, I don't know, video game players out there. Yeah, I'm an old man who still plays video games. I'll pick up and smack you on that mat and keep talking. But at the same time, you see my man right here, he is posted up on the wall. That's that GTA stuff right there, right? So if you guys didn't see him move just now, check this out. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold it right here. But this little stance right here, this is a stance that you hold like in GTA when you're going to flip around a corner. You know what I mean? Because so you would like lean up against the wall, especially like somebody shooting at you or something, and you can come around the corner like this. You can come around the corner, but he's standing just like that. So which kind of tells me that don't have to be true. It just looks like that to me. But it kind of seems like maybe these kids aren't doing homework at home. They are at home playing video games, and they wanted to reenact what they were doing. And they had the gun, and they came out, and I guess a neighbor must have seen them with the weapon or whatever the case may be, and then they called the police. There's a whole bunch of police out here in the backfield that you cannot see. So let's go ahead, and like I said, there is no sound. That's why we're just running them out through the whole thing, but you can check it out. See my man right here, how he had the gun? He looked. Now you're going to see something. Just kind of watch closely. Now you seen that? See what happened right there? Let me go back one more time just in case you missed it, because you will if you weren't paying attention. Watch. Now, right there, the police, that was that one shot that I was telling you guys about. That one shot that the police shot, it was a non-lethal bullet. They knew that they're children. They did not try to hit them. They mainly wanted to get close to them. And they did a good job of getting close to them, but it was kind of a little too close for my comfort. But at the same time, you do got to understand that they have a loaded pistol, loaded handgun in their hand. And kids these days, evidently they be on something different, and we all know they do be on something different. These kids are outside on something different. They got a pistol. They're outside playing GTA style games. hide behind water heaters, and you know, that happened. So once they fired that shot, you see my man in the corner with the green shirt, the Star Wars, he got his hands up. Okay, he went over there. I guess the police, this is where now they're starting to advance. So they decide to hide behind that water heater so they don't get hit anymore with any more of those rubber bullets, or, you know, non-lethal bullets or whatever that was shot. This is just my computer going crazy. Don't even worry about it. But they are sitting back here. You see they're kind of hiding over here on this side, and there are police all over. You see the police, he snuck through the side. I'll go ahead and run it back just so if you don't look, see him how he just came out the cuts right there. He just came right out the cuts and snatched him. Put the gun up. Snatch one kid, snatch him with some force. Look at my man down here. He got pulled around a little bit too. They need their little tails whipped. Watch. Right up here. Boom. He just scooped him, snatched him. He immediately went for the gun. That was smart too. That way the little kid couldn't start shooting. Roughed him up a little bit. You know, and also according to the laws of where they are, which is even more amazing about this situation, is they didn't get arrested. Where they are, the laws are, they were not able to arrest them because of their age. They had to leave them. They couldn't even take them like out of the custody of their parents. Like out here in California, you'd have been gone. Kids would have been gone. Mama, you in the house? You gone too. You know what? Grandma, you was there last week. You was watching the kids. Yep, you gone too. They taking everybody, babysitters and everything, the whole nine. But now, out here, they didn't do nothing. They probably just said what they said. Maybe gave them a ticket. I'm not really too sure. I don't know what the hell they did, but they did something, and then the kids went back in the house and got back on GTA. So that's crazy work. 7 and a 9-year-old kid had a standoff with police. You know, a neighbor called the police, and luckily they did, because it kind of seems like they was out there playing those games. The video is a little bit longer than that. Okay, I just played you guys just a part of it. Okay, because the video was pretty boring. The kids were just sitting there playing, like, you know, GTA style games around the little water heater. They were just, you know, like hide. You know how you like get a gun and you like hide, and you like you turn around. They be like doing stuff like that. But there were some parts in this video that I did not show that the little kids was doing some crazy stuff. Like the little kid, he was like, you know, like acting like he was about to draw down on the cops, you know, like, but I don't think I showed that part. But there was a little part where the kid, he got startled, and then he spun around, and then he was pointing the gun at the cop like this. You know what I'm saying? He was right there. He was pointing the gun at the cop. He didn't get shot, but you know, he like came to his like senses, because they did something. But I cut that part of the video out because it was just too much, bro. 7 and a 9-year-old kid. I just want to know where your parents is. You guys let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Woo! It's wild, man. These kids, man, they're on something different, man. Like the video, subscribe to the channel.